In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of AQA's GCSE English Language Paper 1. I'll take you through the structure of the exam, the assessment objectives, each question, how many marks are available, and roughly how long you should spend on each section. This video is designed to help you understand what to expect in the exam and what each question is assessing. It is not a step-by-step walkthrough of exactly how to answer each question. If that is something that you think would be useful, feel free to leave a comment below. By the end of this video, you should have a clear overview of the paper and how it's organised. Paper 1 is called Explorations in Creative Reading and Writing. The exam lasts 1 hour and 45 minutes. There are 80 marks available in total. The paper is split into two sections. Section A is the reading section, and this is worth 40 marks. Section B is the writing section, and this is also worth 40 marks. Half of the marks come from analysing an unseen fiction extract, and the other half come from your own creative writing. Before we look at the questions, it's useful to understand the assessment objectives, also known as AOs. Assessment objectives are basically the skills the examiner will be assessing. AO1 is about identifying and interpreting explicit and implicit information and ideas. In simple terms, this means you need to find information in the text, understand what is clearly stated, and also understand what is implied. AO1 also involves selecting relevant evidence to support your answers. In Paper 1, this skill is mainly assessed in Question 1. AO2 is about explaining, commenting on, and analysing how writers use language and structure to achieve effects and influence readers. This means looking closely at the writer's choices. For language, you might analyse words, phrases, imagery, sentence forms, or language techniques. For structure, you might analyse how the text begins, how the focus shifts, how tension builds, or how the ending creates an effect. You should use subject terminology where it's helpful, but remember, naming a technique is not enough. You need to explain the effect of the writer's choices. In Paper 1, AO2 is assessed in Question 2 and Question 3. AO4 is about evaluating texts critically and supporting your ideas with textual references. This means giving your opinion on a statement about the text. You need to explain how far you agree or disagree and support your ideas with evidence. This is not just about saying whether you like the text or not. It is about making a judgment based on what the writer has done. In Paper 1, AO4 is assessed in Question 4. AO5 is assessed in the writing section. This is about communicating clearly, effectively, and imaginatively. It also assesses how well you adapt your tone, style, and register for different forms, purposes, and audiences. This means your writing needs to be interesting, controlled, and appropriate for the task you have chosen. You also need to organise your ideas clearly, using paragraphs and structural features to make your writing flow. In Paper 1, AO5 is assessed in Question 5. AO6 is also assessed in the writing section in Question 5. This is about your technical accuracy. In simple terms, you need to use a range of vocabulary and sentence structures while also spelling and punctuating accurately. AO6 is worth 16 marks in Question 5, so accuracy really does matter. Try to show control over your sentences, use punctuation carefully, and check your work at the end if you have time. Section A is the reading section. There are 4 questions to answer in this section, and they all relate to an unseen extract from a piece of fiction. At the start of the extract, you will usually be given a context box. This gives you some basic information about what is happening in the extract. You will also have line numbers down the side of the text. These are important because the questions often tell you to focus on specific lines. Sometimes you may also be given a glossary at the end of the extract with definitions of tricky words. Make sure you read the source carefully before you start answering the questions. Question 1 is worth 4 marks. This question has 4 parts, with 1 mark available for each part. It is a multiple choice question and it focuses on the beginning of the extract. For each part, you need to shade the circle of the answer you think is correct. As mentioned earlier, this question assesses AO1. That means you are being assessed on your ability to find information in the text, understand what is clearly stated, and understand what is implied. You should spend around 5 minutes on this question. These should be accessible marks, but read the options carefully because some of the answers may look quite similar. Question 2 is worth 8 marks. This question asks you to analyse language. It focuses on a specific part of the extract, so make sure your answer stays focused on the section of the text that you're told to look at. This question assesses AO2, which means you're being assessed on your ability to analyse language, explain how writers create effects, and use subject terminology where appropriate. You should spend around 10 minutes on this question. A good approach is to choose a few important words or phrases, zoom in on them, and explain what they suggest. Do not just identify techniques. The key is to explain how the writer's language creates an effect. Identifying techniques alone is not enough. Question 3 is also worth 8 marks. This question asks you to analyse structure. Question 3 focuses on a specific effect. For example, it might ask how the writer structures the text to create tension. For this question, you can use the whole extract. This question assesses AO2, just like question 2, but this time the focus is structure rather than language. You should spend around 10 minutes on this question. Think about how the text is organised from beginning to end. You might comment on what the writer focuses on at the start, how that focus changes, how tension rises or falls, how the pace changes, or how the ending creates an effect. The most important thing is to stay focused on the specific effect named in the question. Question 4 is worth 20 marks, making it the biggest question in section A. This question asks you to evaluate a statement about the text. You can agree, disagree, or do a bit of both. This question will usually focus on a specific part of the extract, so make sure you're using the right section of the text. This question assesses AO4, which means you're being assessed on your ability to give your opinion on a statement, explain how far you agree or disagree, and support your ideas with evidence. You should spend around 25 minutes on this question. A strong answer will make a clear judgment and support that judgment with references to the text. The key is to keep coming back to the statement and explain how the writer's choices support your view. Section B is the writing section, and it contains question 5, which is worth 40 marks in total. Those 40 marks are split into 24 for AO5 and 16 for AO6. You will be asked to write either a description or the opening of a story. You may be given an image, but the image is there as inspiration. You do not have to describe the exact picture you're given. As mentioned earlier, this question assesses AO5 and AO6. AO5 is about writing clearly and creatively, using the right tone and style for the task, and structuring your writing effectively. AO6 is about using a range of vocabulary and sentence structures, and writing accurately with correct spelling and punctuation. You should spend around 45 minutes on this question. A useful way to divide that time is to spend 10 minutes planning, 25 minutes writing, and 10 minutes proofreading. For description, focus on detail, atmosphere, and imagery. For narrative, focus on creating a strong opening rather than trying to rush through an entire story. Here is a suggested breakdown of timings for the exam. For section A, spend around 5 minutes on question 1, 10 minutes on question 2, 10 minutes on question 3, and 25 minutes on question 4. For section B, spend around 45 minutes on question 5. That would give you around 10 minutes for reading and checking. A useful way to remember the timings is to add the question number to the number of marks available. So, for example, question 4 is worth 20 marks. 4 plus 20 gives you 24. So you can equate that to 24 minutes, and you can round that up to 25 minutes to make it a little bit easier to remember. These timings are only a guide, but they can help you avoid spending too long on the smaller questions and running out of time for the bigger ones. So that is a basic overview of AQA's GCSE English Language Paper 1. The key is to understand what each question is assessing, manage your time carefully, and make sure your answers stay focused on the question you're being asked. I hope you found this video useful, but if you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below and I will respond to them as soon as I can. Likewise, you could leave a comment with a suggestion for a future video that you'd like me to make. Other than that, thanks for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.